Hello and welcome to Abuja Today on AGTV. I am Ilia Beauty, your host. Today we are going to be discussing the just concluded general elections. A lot has happened in the course of this time. There's been a lot of tension. People have been scared. People have been anticipating the results. In fact, a lot of people have even predicted the results. But some got it, and some did not get it. In the long run, the results have been announced, whom the winner is have already been announced, and there's a mixed reaction in the whole country. Some are excited, some are not. But whatever it is, our advice is that please know how to express yourself. Anyways, our focus is going to be on Abuja politics, which is Abuja election, talking about the senatorial election, the senatorial position, and the House of Reps. Joining me in the studio to discuss this is Mr. Peter Kefas Mishak. You're welcome.
Thank you, ma.
Okay, how would you access the just concluded election? Talking about the senatorial position now.
Actually, the election was free and fair. Everything went well. To me, to my understanding, there was nothing wrong with the election, but just that we have challenge at the conclusion of the election because the person we are expecting to be in that position, but to our surprise, was another person, which is Ireti in Labour Party.
Okay.
But still working on that to see how comes about that because the Labour Party, the Senatorial and the House of Rep, they did not do they didn't campaign as much as that, but they hide under the canopy of the presidential election and win the Senatorial and the House of Rep election here in Abuja.
Okay. This seemed to be a shock to the indigents of
It's
Abuja.
a very serious shock. It's not a small shock, serious shock, but I don't blame them. I blame the indigenous people.
Okay, how is this their fault?
Let me start from the people calling themselves they are the top politicians in Abuja as indigenous people. People close to the senator and the House of Rep. Who will tell me that today he can go and support Philip Aduda or Mika Jibala? I'm seeing you campaigning. Collect also amount to help you. Everybody going to their house is give me, give me, give me. And when he's send a message across to the masses through them, they don't deliver.
Okay, because I'm wondering why you are moving this way. The thing is not just about them. You understand it?
Yes.
What we're saying is, Ireti, by our observation, we covered most of the campaign. We covered APC campaign.
Yes.
We covered PDP campaign.
Yes.
You understand? But there was almost no campaign in Labour Party.
Yes.
Yes, they emerged victorious.
God gave her the position miraculously. Understand? Even me, I'm just surprised of how it happened, but God want a change somewhere so that we see the light. Some of us are saying, blaming each other, blaming each other. Percy did not do campaign, but he won election. Is it not a miracle?
Well, it's
a miracle. But what by men looking at, they hide under the canopy of the presidential because everybody was voting for Labour Party. That is Peter Obi, right? Yes. They were trying to vote for Peter Obi, but some people cannot do cross voting because we are talking about cross voting. So people are saying, let's do cross voting. Saying cross voting will cause a harm. But some Igbo people came and met me before the election. They said, we've not had anything from you people, the PDP. I said, because I'm a PDP member. I was one of the agents, the polling unit agent at that day. They came and met me that, we know you are a PDP member. We've not had anything about from you. I said, yes. Actually, because I already know your mind, where you are going. But please, if you are doing, let's do cross-voting. If you are voting for presidential in Labour Party, please, Senator and House of Rep, vote PDP. They say, okay, fine. But we've not visited there. I say, yes, this time around, I was supposed to come and visit as usual. But the finance is not there. when I'm going to when I'm going to Igbo people in their meeting in my own hometown, I will buy a wine and go to them. When I'm visiting this people, not that I'm going with my shame on. No, I will not look. Sometimes it's crate of milk. When I go to other language that I know that like, they don't deal with wine. I'll buy crate of milk and give to them and say, please, I'm not here with money. I'm not in any position, or I don't have any political appointment. But please help us out. And
Okay.
but this one I did not go. Because
So you're saying now that the fall of PDP is the fault of the party, is from the party. Because you are a party agent,
yes,
and you are now saying that you have not worked hard enough.
I've not worked hard enough because there was not mobility
Okay, that's on your part now.
on my
Because
part now.
there are others that we saw campaigns everywhere.
Yes.
I, for one,
And-
saw Senator
And
Dida's
it's happened
campaign.
as if they have forgotten some part of people.
Okay,
understand?
so you're admitting now that your party forgot some parts of people.
For some part of people that are working for the party. Okay, like
Okay.
in my ward, Gui ward, we have what do we call it? Aspirant forum. People that aspire for councillorship.
Yes.
But this time around, they did not deal much with us.
Okay.
I don't know if it's because of this financial crisis. I don't know. But there are some meetings. I only heard that they are doing meetings somewhere. But they say, you don't go to. I say, I'm not aware. I don't go to a place that I'm not invited. Why would I go to a place that I'm not invited? How will I look like? So, the fault is from the party. Or the people anchoring the party in Abuja here. Or let me just say, in my ward, Gui ward,
Yes.
the people anchoring the party, they have failed.
Okay, let's look at it this way. What would have been done differently? That's what would PDP have done to ensure that this thing, what happened now, had not happened? That's if you understand my question.
They're supposed to have reached out to normal place the way they normally. Okay, on Friday, before the election day, Saturday, the woman leader of Gui ward came and met me. That how do we do? See Mopo Barak, Mopo 44 at Kuje Junction. They have not visited there in campaign, during campaign.
Okay.
So she met me that how do we do with them? I said, is there mobility? She said, no. I said, okay, what is there? I went and borrowed a car from a reverend self, one of my superior pastors. I said, please, I want to use this car for 3 days, Friday, Saturday, and Sundays, to run this election errand. He said, okay, see the car. I picked the car and went and fueled it 10,000 naira. They did not give me a dime. I don't care, but I want to fight for the party. I came and said, okay, woman leader coming, Honorable Yellow from Gui came. We called him, he joined me. We are 4 in number. We went to Mopo Barak. One of the woman leaders, they told us directly to our eyes that they are not going for PDP because PDP have not answered them. But they have been voting for PDP from 2006 that the Barak was set there. But this time, they don't see PDP people. It's only Labour Party that are coming. They are not even coming, but they just come and meet them house by house.
Okay, so you're saying now that, so this is a blow to your party. One other question I'd love to ask is, now, aside this one that you mentioned, because I know that we covered an event where members of APC, on their own, as a support group, organized campaign for the president-elect, that's Tinubu now, for ZAD, which was who was the contestant for APC senatorial position, and for what's his name now, the contestant for the House of Reps. These people did it on their own. What happened to PDP? Why aren't we seeing such people that will volunteer, that will come out on their own to campaign for their party?
I don't want to say much because I know the part I've played in PDP, right? When I understand myself as a man, I have spent on PDP a lot that I don't tell out. I'm a future builder. I someone like building people's future. when I see your future, what you are trying to be. But I will go under the canopy of PDP, but I will not go and be telling House of Rep. To even get to his house is a problem. The only person that can access his house easily is Mika Jiba. This is the House of Representatives, but the senatorial, I've been to his house about 5 times. Understand? But I can't get, okay, now to mobilize on your own, me on my own part, I'm doing it. We tried doing it in our forum, aspirant forum. We started it from 2009 after some of us were not emerged. So we are doing it, but the way we see things are going, the people anchoring GUI word are not helping matters.
Okay.
So that makes us to like, we are even doing it, they're not recognizing us. Can we kill ourselves? No.
So you're saying now that there was a clash in the party, or
Yes.
there's already internal war. Now, for the first time in a long time, let me put it like that, Abuja senator is someone that is not an indigene. The highest position that FCT had that was occupied by an indigenous person has now been taken. What will now happen to FCT? Remember we mentioned that what's the way forward? You understand?
Yes.
But now, even much more, what can be done now, or what should be done?
This election in FCT was very transparent. Anything to be done now is rigging.
I don't understand. Please let me interrupt you a little. We heard that the election has been declared inconclusive.
Yes,
Right?
They will declare inconclusive since
There were reasons.
Okay, what do you know the reasons?
There were reasons. They said, is it Garki Ward that they presented their reports before they got to the coalition office or something
Even
like
I'm
that?
hearing that there is overvoting in some places.
Okay, so with these things, don't you think that this electoral process should be revisited?
If they want to revisit, they should revisit.
But you have given up on your party.
No, I'm not giving up. I can't leave the party. But what God have given someone, don't take it away, because these people did not struggle for it. It just came
Okay, so
like a miracle.
you are saying now that what has been done is done and it should be left like that.
But to me, they should just leave everything as it is.
The senator-elect, as announced by the INEC, that's Iriti, has already been officially, should I say officially now, announced by the INEC. Now, what are the expectations of the indigenous people?
The expectation on the indigenous people is let her go back to the drawing board, or let her check what were the project Philip Adua has on ground. Because when we talk about the School of Health, the Polytechnic, University of Technology, that is it Abaji?
Yes.
We need it to boom, to move well, because there are some things that are lacking in that place. Then we are talking about FCT minister. That if we are talking about FCT minister, I'm going to the president, because
Okay.
even the presidential now, I cannot just say, okay, this is who they are swearing him in until this. To me, until the swearing in day, before I will not know who is my president.
Okay.
I get it. But in time of who is to be there as a president, we need an indigenous person to be FCT ministers.
Okay.
Because an indigenous person knows every corner in FCT, he knows our problem more than a visitor that will come from outside.
Okay.
Even like the senatorial aspect, it's just a lock. She don't know our challenge. That's why I say she should go and check the files and work with it. Then empowerment. We lack empowerment. I don't know if, though we are hearing that they are doing empowerment, like in my own side, the Gui word, I don't know if the empowerment is reaching, or our own turn have not come.
Okay.
Understand? Then employment.
Okay.
When you go to employment center now or recruitment center, you see no indigenous are plenty there. They have but I can even blame the people giving out the indigenous form. They will hold original indigenous form. Where did they get it from? A different language.
I
So
understand. Okay.
she should just help us and go to the drawing board and see what Philip Aduda have started, so that she will help us to facilitate it and everything come right.
Okay. Well, that is that on Abuja today. We are calling it a wrap on the program today as long as Abuja elections is concerned. So, according to our guests, our fingers are still crossed. We don't know what might happen in the nearest future. But as it stands now, the senator-elect has been announced. The president-elect has also been announced. If there would be changes in due time, INEC will give us enough explanation as to why these changes have taken place or will take place. Have a wonderful day and please stay tuned. Join us again.